It looked like the football world was about to witness one of the biggest shocks in World Cup history. Around the 103rd minute of the match in Miami, the greatest player of his generation, Lionel Messi, was only moments away from being knocked out of the tournament by a country that many people around the world know very little about. Argentina, the defending world champions and the highest-ranked team in the world, were fighting just to stay alive against Cape Verde, a nation with a population of just over 500,000 people. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. Before the match, almost everyone believed Argentina would win comfortably and move on without much trouble. Instead, they found themselves pushed to the edge by a team making its very first appearance at a World Cup. You could almost imagine the tension inside FIFA headquarters. Messi is the biggest star in world football, and having him continue deep into the tournament is something every broadcaster, sponsor, and organizer hopes for. His presence attracts millions of viewers, sells tickets, fills stadiums, and brings casual fans to the sport. Many people who don't regularly watch football tune in simply because Messi is playing. Losing him this early would have been a nightmare for everyone involved in promoting the competition. Cape Verde, made up of 10 islands off the coast of West Africa, entered the tournament as complete underdogs. Just reaching the World Cup was already a historic achievement for them. Facing Argentina in the knockout stage seemed like an impossible challenge. On paper, the matchup looked completely one-sided. The reigning champions were expected to cruise into the next round, while Cape Verde was simply hoping to enjoy the experience before heading home. Most experts predicted an easy victory for Argentina. Instead, the game became one of the most exciting and unforgettable matches of the tournament. The contest began exactly as many people expected. In the 29th minute, Messi showed why he is considered one of the greatest footballers ever. Receiving the ball just outside the penalty area, he controlled it beautifully with the outside of his famous left foot before calmly slipping his shot past the goalkeeper. It happened so quickly that many fans had barely reacted before the ball was already in the net. Argentina took a 1-0 lead, and Messi celebrated his 20th World Cup goal, extending a record that no other player has come close to matching. Everything appeared to be following the usual script. The favorites had scored first, and it looked like they were on their way to another comfortable win. But Cape Verde refused to give up. Instead of falling apart, they continued to play with confidence and determination. Just before the hour mark, Dylan Rocha Livramento found space and delivered a brilliant finish into the far corner of the goal. Suddenly, the score was tied at 1-1. The entire stadium fell silent in disbelief. It was the kind of moment that makes sports so special because nobody expected it. The underdogs had punched back, and now the pressure shifted completely onto Argentina. The champions, not Cape Verde, began to feel nervous. The remaining minutes of regular time passed with both teams creating chances, but neither could find a winner. When the referee blew the final whistle after 90 minutes, the score remained locked at 1-1, forcing the game into extra time. That was when the possibility of one of the greatest upsets ever started to feel real instead of imaginary. Argentina knew they were only one mistake away from disaster. In the 93rd minute, it looked like the champions had finally escaped. After a chaotic corner kick, Lautaro Martinez reacted first and blasted the ball into the net to restore Argentina's lead. The players celebrated with relief, believing they had survived the scare. Fans relaxed, expecting the fairy tale to come to an end. It seemed only a matter of time before the final whistle confirmed Argentina's place in the next round. Then came the incredible moment that nobody saw coming. In the 103rd minute, Sidney Lopez Cabral collected the ball on the left side of the field. He cut inside with confidence and curled a stunning right-footed shot into the far corner. It was a finish of the highest quality, leaving the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. The score was suddenly 2-2 again. For Cape Verde, it was much more than just another goal. It was a moment that their supporters will remember forever. A nation playing in its first ever World Cup had matched the defending champions for the second time in one unforgettable night. With the game tied once again, the possibility of a penalty shootout became very real. Argentina, led by Messi, stood only 17 minutes away from one of the most shocking eliminations football had ever seen. The tiny island nation was on the verge of making history, and millions of viewers around the world could hardly believe what they were watching. Every attack, every tackle, and every pass carried enormous pressure as both teams searched desperately for the winning goal. Unfortunately for Cape Verde, football can be incredibly cruel. In the 111th minute, Messi delivered a dangerous free kick into the penalty area. Christian Romero rose high to challenge for the ball, and during the scramble, it deflected off Cape Verde defender Gede Borges before rolling into his own net. The heartbreaking own goal gave Argentina a 3-2 lead. After fighting so bravely and coming within touching distance of one of the greatest victories in World Cup history, Cape Verde saw their dreams slip away in the most painful way possible. Even though they fell short, they earned the respect of football fans everywhere by proving that courage, belief, and determination can allow even the smallest nation to stand toe-to-toe with the very best. After everything Cape Verde had fought through, the ending could not have been more heartbreaking. They had come from behind twice against the best team in the world. For 120 exhausting minutes, every player gave everything they had, throwing themselves into tackles, blocking shots, and refusing to let Argentina play comfortably. They defended with incredible determination and never stopped believing they could make history. Yet the goal that finally ended their dream did not come from one of Argentina's stars. Instead, it came from a cruel own goal by a Cape Verde defender. In football, there are few ways to lose that hurt more. After showing so much courage and coming so close to pulling off one of the biggest upsets the World Cup has ever seen, seeing the winning goal go into their own net was devastating. Even after that painful moment, Cape Verde refused to quit. Their players were clearly exhausted, with heavy legs and little energy left after 2 hours of non-stop effort. Still, they kept pushing forward with everything they had. They attacked again and again, earning several corner kicks and putting Argentina under pressure until the very last seconds. Argentina's goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez, had to make one final brave save, diving at the feet of a Cape Verde attacker to stop what could have been another equalizer. Then, in the closing moments, the ball bounced loose inside the 6-yard box with the goal wide open. For a split second, it looked as if Cape Verde might score. But the assistant referee raised the offside flag just in time, ending one last dramatic chance. When the final whistle blew, Argentina's players collapsed onto the field in complete exhaustion. The hot and humid conditions in Miami had taken a heavy toll on both teams. Many Argentine players were struggling with cramps after playing for 120 demanding minutes. This was supposed to be a routine victory for the defending champions, the kind of match they would finish comfortably before turning their attention to tougher opponents. Instead, they had been pushed to their absolute limit by a team that many people expected to lose without much resistance. It would be easy to describe Cape Verde as brave underdogs who simply enjoyed a lucky run, but that would not tell the full story. They earned the respect they received. While Argentina controlled most of the match and created far more scoring opportunities, Cape Verde never stopped competing. The statistics heavily favored Argentina. Their expected goals total was around 2.16 compared to Cape Verde's 0.45, showing just how many more dangerous chances the champions produced. Yet numbers alone cannot explain football. Matches are won through determination, discipline, and outstanding individual performances. One of the biggest reasons Cape Verde stayed in the game was their experienced goalkeeper, Vozinha. At 40 years old and currently without a club, he delivered the performance of his life. Time after time, he denied Argentina with spectacular saves that seemed almost impossible. He stopped powerful shots, reacted quickly to close-range efforts, and even kept out a dangerous Messi free kick that looked certain to end the contest. Every save gave his teammates more confidence and kept their dream alive a little longer. His incredible display reminded everyone watching that experience and courage can sometimes match even the greatest talent. This performance also proved that Cape Verde's success was no accident. Earlier in the tournament, they had already surprised many people by making it through a difficult group that included powerful football nations like Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia without losing a match. That achievement alone showed they belonged on the biggest stage. Their fight against Argentina only confirmed that this was a team full of belief, organization, and heart. They may not have had famous names, but they had built a side capable of competing with anyone. To be fair, Argentina deserved to win in the end. They controlled possession for long periods, created the better chances, and continued attacking until they finally found the breakthrough. Messi remained the leader of the team, even if he was not at his brilliant best throughout the entire match. Great champions often find ways to win even when they are not playing perfectly, and Argentina did exactly that. They survived a huge scare and earned their place in the next round. At the same time, it is impossible to ignore how close football came to witnessing one of the greatest shocks in World Cup history. For about 20 minutes, Argentina stood on the edge of elimination. One brilliant curling shot from Cape Verde had completely changed the mood inside the stadium. If the underdogs had found one more goal or won on penalties, it would have become one of the most unforgettable results the sport has ever seen. That possibility was also something FIFA likely wanted to avoid. Messi is much more than Argentina's captain. He is the biggest attraction in world football. His matches bring huge television audiences, sell out stadiums, and attract sponsors from around the world. With this World Cup being played largely in the United States, his importance becomes even greater. Messi also plays his club football for Inter Miami, making him one of the most recognizable athletes in America. For many casual sports fans, he is the main reason they watch the tournament at all. His name sells jerseys, fills seats, and keeps television ratings high. Had Argentina gone home that night, it would have been a major disappointment not only for their supporters but also for the tournament's organizers. Thankfully for Argentina, they escaped. Messi and his teammates advanced to the next round, where they would face Egypt in Atlanta. Their World Cup journey continued, but they knew they had received a serious warning. They could no longer expect easy victories simply because of their reputation. As for Cape Verde, they left the tournament with their heads held high. Their coach, Bubista, summed up the team's performance in just a few simple words: "We showed our identity." That statement perfectly captured what they had achieved. They earned the admiration of football fans everywhere through courage, teamwork, and determination. Back home, more than 500,000 people had every reason to be proud. Even many neutral supporters who had never heard of Cape Verde before this World Cup will remember the way they challenged the reigning champions until the very final whistle. Although their incredible journey ended in heartbreak, they proved that belief and hard work can allow even the smallest nation to dream of something extraordinary.